most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
One of
therapist.
the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, we're going to cover the best abdominal core exercises to do with low back pain. And you know, it is good to do abdominal exercises when you have back pain because the abdominal muscles, as you know, Brad, they come around and they actually do attach into the back through fascia, through the heavy fascia. So the more, it's almost like having a weight belt around you eventually if you can tighten those up.
And there's even more reasons before that, but before we
go any further,
yes.
If you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free. We upload every day. Also, yes, join us on our social media channels because we're always giving something away. This week, we're giving away some foam rollers. 3 of them, Brad.
3 of them?
Yep, from OPTP.
Well, we just got a couple of samples here.
Yeah.
But they're, you know, the 36
I like
inch,
this one.
6-inch diameter.
These are a little bit softer. I really like those.
Yep.
So go to bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaway section, and you can sign up with an email, or you can go to Bob and Brad on Facebook. Same thing. You can find us there. All right, Brad. So you can speak, wisely about this because you've done these for many years, and you have spondylolisthesis.
Yeah, or spondylolisthesis. We're working on how to pronounce it.
One of us says it right. One of us says it's right.
So anyways, and we get this question a lot from viewers.
Yes, it is a common one.
Right. So we do read our comments. We don't answer all of them because there's just too many and we just don't have the time, unfortunately. Yeah. But for this one, it's been on there enough, and it's like, I've got the answer for this. This is a really nice way, but one thing you do need for this is you need to have an exercise ball. You really don't, you could just use a beach ball that's this big because you're not going to sit on it. We're just going to use it simply for a kind of a prop, as you'll see in just a second. So we might as well get right to it, huh, Bob?
Yeah, I think this has made a big difference in your back pain, hasn't it, Brad?
Right.
I would say it's, helped you take from a painful life to one that's manageable.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you got spondylolisthesis or stenosis, particularly, I'm almost quite certain you're going to find these actually feeling very good. Otherwise, for general back pain, when you unload the back, in other words, lay down, that takes stress off the back in itself. Just like here, I would do these on a carpeted floor, not on a bed. And if you cannot get down to on the floor because your back hurts so much, then this isn't going to work so well. You could try them in the bed though. Now you get a ball, and the ball should be about the size when you lay down. That this part, you'll see the lines on my pants are parallel to the floor.
It's a little bit high for you, Brad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's not too bad though. It's a little forgiving. If my feet were way up here, you get one of those great big ones, too small. And if your leg wraps around the ball, it's way too small, but we're pretty close here. Now, the one thing I find that helps is I don't like to have pants on because the skin actually kind of grips on the ball and it makes the exercise easier. So I'm going to do this just for...
Can we qualify that you have shorts on, right? You say you don't like to have pants on?
Well, yeah, I am wearing shorts. I got my workout shorts on.
All right, okay.
Everything is...
I don't know. Just picture you laying there naked, Brad. So
that just I'm not going to say,
all right.
You can picture whatever you want. Okay, so we go here. Now, typically with people with back pain, when you go in this 90-90 position, we call it as therapists, typically that feels much better just being in this position and relaxing. Then the next thing we're going to do for the abdominal core strengthening is in this order. The first one you're going to do is just lift your shoulders and shoulder blades off the floor with your head in a neutral position. So we're not doing this and stressing your neck. We're going to go up like this, and you don't have to go real high.
He's keeping the back pretty straight the entire time throughout this. So you're really not putting a lot of stress on the back, but you're working the abdominal muscles.
Exactly.
So, and again, Brad would know. He's had back pain for a long time, and it's possible with a disc problem, it could bother you, but if it does, stop.
Right,
let
exactly.
pain be the guide.
They should be pain-free. You should feel those abdominal muscles working. You can start out with 10 repetitions. I do 50 of them on all these, but you want to start out at your own level. The other thing, when the abdominal muscles contract, neurologically, it turns off the back muscles, so they actually relax when you're up here, which can be beneficial for that back pain. So do these 10 of them, 10 to 15, or 20, 30, whatever you'd like to do. Now, the next one is we want to work the oblique muscles that go crosswise on the muscle. So you take your right elbow and go to your left knee. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go all the way up and touch. That's going to be too much. This is probably going to stress your back. And all you need to do is, again, bring the right shoulder blade off the floor, left one off the floor. And so we're not really involving the low back.
Yeah, again, look at the low back, staying pretty flat up against the floor. He's not doing like pulling way up like he mentioned that he doesn't want you to do. Again, if this hurts, don't do it.
Right.
I mean, we can't emphasize that enough.
Now, and breathe. Make sure you relax in your breathing and you're not getting all tight. And again, head position. You're not bringing your head up because
Sure.
that is not. You don't want to create a neck problem. I gotta take my glasses
Yeah,
off.
why do you
Bob.
got your glasses
I
on?
don't know what's
Put
going
them on here.
Now I got them wrapped around.
Oh, you got problems.
They'll be all right.
All right.
Okay, now the next one. Now this is a little more advanced. You're going to go here, and I call this the double crunch because now, or actually, we're going to do the bring the knees up, the single knee to chest. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. Now
That'd be
this
double knees to chest.
Yep, double knees to chest.
Yep.
Now this does start to move the low back. So if your low back is too tender to do this, just do the first two. But this would be the next one to do, and this works the lower abdominals. And again, start at 10. You can build up to whatever repetition you feel comfortable with. If that feels good, then that's the double crunch. So we're going to combine this one and this one. Okay, so here we go. The double crunch. I just bring my knees till they touch my elbows, till they touch my knees. I don't know what's wrong with me, Bob. I got my anatomy screwed up.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine, Brad. You're doing fine.
And here we go. Now, for you with spondylolisthesis, man, these have really made a big difference.
And also spinal stenosis. This is probably going to feel really good if you have that also. So if you're over 50, 55, and you're having pain in your back,
especially with walking,
standing up straight, there's a good chance you have spinal stenosis.
Yeah, if walking hurts and you sit down, your pain goes away immediately.
Is
that bothering you, Bob?
Yeah, it's bothering me. I'm afraid you're gonna actually put it right on.
They're magnetic click glasses, by the way. I love them. Okay, now we go to the final exercise. It's the oblique double crunch, and you go like this, and this one really makes my back feel good. It's a good core. I really am working my core, and it burns the most out of all of them, but it makes my back feel better than any of them as well. So
interesting.
Yeah. And plus it kind of scratches my back a little bit, which gives kind of a good feeling.
A little bonus, huh? So yeah, you're actually working and opening and closing the facets too, and the foramen.
Yeah.
So
you're getting motion.
You're getting motion in the back, and the back likes to have more motion and oxygen and blood flow to it.
Right. Now, the other little key I do want to mention is I really like to do it with my shoes on because the rubber part of the heel right here grips into the ball. It makes a big difference so that it doesn't slip out and fall, which is irritating.
So basically, you're laying naked with just shoes on.
I don't want to bring it up, Bob, but yeah.
What a sight that would be.
You can ask my wife.
No, she's pretty too traumatized for that. So those are the 5 exercises. Give them a shot. Remember always that pain be your guide. You do not, if this makes your pain worse, even if it's after it makes the pain worse, you don't want to do it. You might get a little sore, which is fine, but not increased pain.
Yeah, muscle soreness.
Muscle soreness.
But I feel pretty confident on making this video that the majority of people are going to have good luck with it.
All right, very good. Thanks for watching, folks.